Hello to everybody. This is Uli Kissel, Chairman of the European QP Association, and I would like to introduce you how we engage in current topics and try to represent our membership. We have, for example, the topic of serialization, where we are currently engaged. It's a topic of the serialization of marketed products, which is out there since quite a while, since February, a new system to serialize the products on the market. And we have there an organization called EMWO, which is supervising the success of that system. The system is intended to identify falsification on the European market on medicinal products. And the status report of this EMVO organization states that there are 3.2% false readouts, which is not a good message to the success of the system, because the system can only provide reliable information about falsified products if the false readouts, the mismatches or the technical issues in such readouts of to the barcodes which are imprinted into the products would be less than 0.05%. So this is an issue for the QPs who should rely on such system and are held partially at least responsible that the system provides reliable data. So we support QPs in interpretation of such issues which provide tensions to their professional duties. And other such tension is given, for example, in this respect, if a QP sitting at the marketing authorization holder is confronted with a position of his contract manufacturing organization, which also seems not to be very much in line with the principles of that system. That CMO reported back that he does not understand the accuracy of data he has to provide as a requirement higher than 90% accuracy. But how should a 90% accuracy support an 0.05 percent of expectation of false readouts? So this is additional tension to the QPs, and we try to interpret, we try to influence the community, we provide trainings on the subject, we provide discussions in conferences like later this year in the QP Forum conference to help the QPs how to position themselves and to enforce the rules to the best success and to the best need for the patients. In this respect, we also engage with health authorities like EMA, the European Medicines Agency, and there is an interesting working group where we can influence in discussions our positions and what we would expect from regulators and what we see from industry perspective, but we represent the professional duties of the qualified persons. And EMA addresses, for example, that the responsibilities of the QP in terms of serialization is that that they should be held responsible on the accuracy of the data, but the system as it is implemented by technical issues does not fully support this responsibility. For example, exchange of different components of the system is not reliable, and therefore how can somebody who has to rely on an unreliable system held responsible like the law is requesting? And by what time of accuracy, and what would define that such responsibility really needs to be enforced. Enforcing now would mean a limited supply to the market and other issues. So these are discussions we have in the community and with health authorities in that respect. And in the same matter, we issue position papers like one in February 2019. Many inspectors and other parties, also the organizations of the pharmaceutical manufacturers, assign the data responsibility to qualified persons. Our position in the Qualified Person Association is that this is not the appropriate expectation, because the QP would not be the best expert of data, would be too much involved in in technical difficulties around data. He has to hold the supervision. He has to be held responsible that the systems applied are acceptable and provide a reliable result, but would not be involved in data crunching, in data upload and control of the accuracy of the data in the system. This is just to provide you some overview how an association like the EUQP association can engage in a current development and can influence and pave the way for a better future. Thank you.